した。Thank you. My name is Toshikazu Oshima. My English skill is bad, so please patiently imagine what I'd like to say. My topic is about the basic technological concerns of mixed reality. The four various use, interdisciplinary use. Through these 50 years, the first HMD was developed and virtual reality was officially defined. 30 years ago, the first VR product was thrown into the market, and now we can afford off-the-shelf VR devices at electronic stores. In addition to that, our smartphones have gotten incredible potentials available for new use of them, including virtual reality and augmented reality. Here shows virtual reality continuum, which ranges from real to virtual. VR is located at the end of virtual, and the wearable computer is placed at the other end real. Mixed reality and augmented reality can be laid midway of real and virtual. The mixed reality and augmented reality are so close technologies, or sometimes almost the same. But originally, mixed reality has been progressed from virtual reality, and augmented reality has been extended from wearable computing. So there is some typical nuance. The AR can be used for support for work on site, including navigation. The mixed reality is basically immersive and seamless augmented reality. So before we move to mixed reality, we can see alternative VR approach is an HMD. That is the cave, dome-like immersive display. In the context of mixed reality, the cave approach can be treated as mixed reality. The users can see directly their own physical body, and physical objects can be placed into the room display. The mixed reality, which is extension of virtual reality, has additional technological tasks to achieve it. That is four consistencies between real and virtual. They are geometric and photometric, then spatial and temporal consistencies. There are two ways of merging real and virtual in mixed reality. One approach is optical see-through method, and the other is video see-through method. In the optical see-through method, you can see the real world see through the optical combiner. And you can, and in the video see-through method, you can see the world merging real and virtual on the computers. I joined the National Research Project of Mixed Reality from 1997 to 2001. At the beginning of the project, I developed a startup demo that is named Augmented Reality OK, which presents the technological tasks and proof of concept.
新しいタイプのゲームをご紹介しましょう。これは仮想と現実を融合した
I developed this system so seriously.
2人は彼らにしか見えない仮想のバッグを打ち合っているのです。
Using this
With this device, he got worldwide
私た
reputation.
ちはこの
But
システムを
nobody
オ
really
ーメンティブ
interested in virtual reality table tennis. So no company didn't show any interest. But his name is
please account that this is a technical demonstration.
yeah.
完成させました。
The
通ホッケーの仕組みをご説明しましょう。
the unique feature of this project is that you can compare the two see-through modes that are optical see-through and versus video see-through. Now I can see that the optical see-through has this kind of feature. Virtual objects is transparently overlaid on the real objects. The real objects can be seen through the overlaid image. Typically, I can say, users would typically concern no physical target behind digital data, in this case, I think. In fact, we suppose that optical see-through would be suitable for medical use in the Canon mixed reality project. The recent optical see-through HMD is standalone with computing power, graphics, and network. Then uncensored are installed in the goggle. In other hand, video see-through mixed reality. The virtual objects can be hide real objects. The consistency can be more easily improved. And various levels of merging real and virtual objects can be controlled. The green shows the virtual object and the red shows the physical component. This shows a case study. This type of expression achieved by video see-through mixed reality can be suitable for manufacturing. In this case, the virtual exterior can be overlaid on the physical markup, and internal mechanism can be seen in the markup. We experienced the interesting thing. A designer and engineer could communicate using this tool. In this case, user can hold a small camera, and then in this case, users can go into the virtual objects. This is a case study of automotive application. Introduction. Opening is so long. And other than the industry area, we struggle with exploring other application areas. one of the possibility area we thought about the filmmaking use. This shows visual effects assistance system in the VFX field.
Sophisticated visual effects are used in most feature films today, usually achieved by first taking live action and then imposing computer-generated images, or CGI, in post-production. Real-time interaction, made possible with mixed reality technology, can now be applied to filmmaking for real-time visual effects. An actor wearing an HMD can practice a particular action by watching and confirming the movements of a virtual character. This enables the director to synthesize the balance of live action and computer-generated images on set.
In the concept of viewpoint of the configuration, display configuration, we can choose a wide variety of approaches from HMD data type and to the attached to the projection. Then the HMD type by HMD, the experience tends to be immersive and personal and private. In other hand, this projection type that can be seen by many people. The experience can be easily shared. So I'm so interested in this kind of the wide variety of the configuration. So I have developed a wide variety of the system. My students come here. Four students are here physically, and one student is virtually here. Kyo-kun.
立って。はい。あ、固まった。大丈夫、大丈夫。はい。This is sort of the device of combining robotics and telepresence, teleresistance. So the person in the second floor is talking to us, and that small part, the small robot simulates the movement of the head of the person in the second floor.
So this shows his head motion. We call this project tele face-to-face project. And this is a mixed reality book project. The children we try to create a virtual book using mixed reality. This is a picture book. Partially, we can enjoy the content, and additionally, we can enjoy the digital contents wearing this HMD product made by Canon. And
before its maker, he used to be working at the Canon company.
Still has shares.
Yeah.
And this is the latest work. There lives virtual small creatures. Say this is a tiny aquarium. You can see the aerial image in this box, above this box. And you can also touch with virtual creatures by using this pen.
This is sort of interactive device by which you can virtually experience the generation of the ecological system of bacteria.
Yeah, so I would like to go into the educational area. We have, in fact, I have a communication with a teacher in the elementary school in Kyoto. And this is also the educational use. The programming is important skills for the recent days. But the programming coding is very difficult for children. So by using this system, you can experience coding programming using this kind of the card. The arrangement of the card corresponds to the program code, and the result of the program is projected onto the desk, and the children can share the results. Please look after the session.
It might be good to share some moment to explore the demonstration.
So I think we're going to leave this open over lunchtime so people can come and play. Is that correct? Yeah? Okay, all right. Yep. Okay, all right, thank you very much. I'm sure the audience has lots of questions. We've probably got time for just one question before we segue into the next speaker. Oh, Hugh, here we go.
Thank you for condensing your 5-day presentation down into 15-20 minutes. There's so many things that are very interesting here, but I want to hear a little bit more about this pen that you can expect. Yes, this one here. If you could just elaborate on that a little bit more.
Okay. Aerial imaging is very fascinating. Area spatial imaging is very fascinating, but just fascinating. So in order to feel the reality, I think the physical interaction, physical feedback is necessary for the reality. So this pen, by using this pen, you can feel the potential. I mean the density of these creatures. Where the density is higher, you can feel a stronger force from outside.
Yes. We don't. Some of the engineers are not interested in any longer the screen or monitors. You can project your image in the middle of the air. So that kind of device has been attractive, and this is one of the his projects in the middle of the air. You can see kind of the mechanism of the generation of bacteria. So, and also it is interactive. You can certain extent manipulate or control the degree to which that generation of the ecological system.
Put our hands together. Thank you very much. So don't forget lunchtime. Come and have lunchtime as playtime as well. So we're going to kind of continue this discussion also in the next session as well, because we'll be going to a kind of STEAM approach around health, thinking about haptics and proprioception. So we'll keep kind of probing that, kind of bringing together that science and arts. Thank you very much.